welcome back to another video. I'm not exactly sure what this video is going to be titled, so I'm not sure why you clicked on this video. And I'm trying to muster up the energy to go upstairs and do what I need to do and what I think I want this video to be about. But I've got quite the mess upstairs, and Easter is coming, which means I have guests arriving, and I simply cannot allow them to see that mess up there. We are going to take care of that in today's video. Welcome to my upstairs landing. Let me show you what it looks like right now. I tell you a lot of the times that I do not come upstairs. I don't have any need to come upstairs unless I'm throwing something up here or grabbing something to take downstairs, or if I'm cleaning. In between the cleaning and the stuff I do downstairs, I tend to make quite the mess up here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If you were a guest in my home, you would be at the top of the stairs, and the first thing you would see would be my suitcase that I did not put in the attic. And then I have this really pretty entry table with some pledge on it because I used that and the rag to clean in the guest room when I did that. And then the paint when I painted the table in there, and all of the stuff I took off of my bed, which then leads into the nightmare room. This is the room where everything goes until it's needed again. Oh my gosh, and usually I'm exhausted when I do stuff, so I just figure, oh, let's toss it in there and I'll take care of it later. Well, it's later. Here we go. For those of you who may be new and do not know, I have a home decor room, and I bought these shelves to keep my extra home decor, and it was beautiful when I did it. But as you can see, it's horrible. So we're gonna take care of this today. I'm super overwhelmed with the thought of it, and I do not want to do it. Those are all the inserts that I had left from the last time I decluttered, and they never got picked up. So I'm going to get rid of those today, get them out of the house. And I think that is key, getting things out of the house. So, oh my gosh, okay. This is my attic. We have a walk-in attic. Welcome to the areas of the home you don't ever get to see. And we have like this little cubby in between. So from the entry, we have like this little breezeway, which opens up into my attic, which you can see I've been digging through things. It's warm up here, and everything is just kind of, well, it's fine that the tubs are organized inside. Not anything is organized other than that. Now I was going to, my plan was to clean all of this, take everything out, and then I was going to bring those racks in here, and I was going to create a whole room. But Ernie said don't, because he's going to put plywood or something up on these back walls so that nothing has the chance to fall back. So my plan for this has to be put on hold. But I do have all the room in here to, you know, organize, and Ernie just needs to make it so there's solid walls back here. But I could easily just shove everything in there and make it look kind of decent and then shut the door and just forget about it. But that's just putting lipstick on a pig, and my mind will not allow that. You know, a messy room back there, I will feel like my house is dirty, even though it's clean. So anyways, and then I need to do some stuff here in the loft. I don't want to do this. And you know what? Mainly the reason why I don't want to do it is because I'm clueless. And the reason why I'm clueless is because I have so much stuff, and I have a hard time parting with things. You guys know this. But there are so many things that have been sitting in that home decor room that I have not used. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything out of that home decor room and maybe place it here in the loft area today. I'm gonna do this today. And only keep in that home decor room things that, you know, I might want to use. I'm starting to think that a home decor room is unnecessary, because I finally have gotten my downstairs space to an area of my everyday decor. And there are holidays that I like to, or seasons that I like to switch things out. But I think I need seasonal tubs for that, as opposed to taking up a whole space. I think this room, although it was a dream of mine and I lived it, and obviously it's impossible for me to maintain, I think that I just need to get rid of stuff. So I think that's where I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with my donation / sell pile, get everything out of the room that I absolutely do not want anymore, and then deal with what I have in there and see see what I have. Like, yeah, it's, I'm overwhelmed already. I don't know. Okay.
I hope you guys are ready for some serious decluttering motivation. I've got you covered in today's video. This is a project that I have been putting off, as you guys know, for quite some time. I really want to get that bunk room done. I really want to get it done by this summer because I do believe my son in California is going to be coming, and I would love to have all of my grandkids under one roof the entire time they are here, if possible. So it's important to me. And I guess, you know what? Your grandkids will push you to the limits, and they will get you to get things done. You will do anything for your grandkids. So that is what motivated me. Not only that, but I have told you guys before that if I have an area of my home that is like this, even though my home is clean, neat, tidy, and organized, that I feel like my house is dirty. And so this is my home decor room that is, you know, I'm in here constantly. And so there's a few reasons why this room looks the way it does. It looks this way because I have overpurchased on top of everything that I brought with me from California. So I created a problem, and then I created storage for the problem. And I kind of knew I was doing that, you know, and I just kind of ignored it, if you will. But I am ready to... I'm ready to take control of it now, and I need to be more responsible. So here is my goal, my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to have tubs for seasons, and what I mean by that is Christmas. You know, I'm not going to fall into the trap any longer of decorating for summer, decorating for spring, decorating for winter and all that stuff. I think it's dumb. And for me it's dumb. Not for you, but for me. So nobody take offense to that, okay? It's for me. And I want my home decorated I want my home done. I want it designed, decorated, done, where I can go in and I can add touches. I hope that makes sense. I can add touches to the seasons. So I'm loving my kitchen the way my kitchen is right now. I'm not ever going to change that, I don't think. I really don't. I love it the way it is, and that's it. I love my library. I love my family room. My bedroom, there's a couple things I'd like to do in there. And, you know, I would love to get some curtains in the family room. That'll come one day. But for now, the downstairs for me, with the exception of my master bath, which, you know, I don't think is a very big project, and I can work on that, is decorated. So once I have all the rooms in my house done, then I'm not going to need extra home decor. So that's my goal. And I hope that makes complete sense. I'm going to quit purchasing. That's what I'm going to do. And once I get to that spot in my life, what I'm going to do is, if I see something that I want, I did this when I was in California and I owned a home, and I did a huge declutter at that home too. Obviously didn't learn my lesson because I reinvented that whole scenario here, but I did do this back home, and I would not buy something unless I picked it up at the store and I held it in my hand and I knew exactly where it was going to go. And if it was going to go in a spot where I was replacing it with something, then I needed to come up with a plan to get rid of that item. So I'm going to do that all over again here. And it's going to take a few videos probably, to get this done. So this is part one of doing this. And you have to take these kind of projects in little bites, because my initial, decluttering is, just what I know exactly what I'm not going to use. Anything left behind, I'm not exactly sure about. But once I get the clutter, the initial clutter out of my life, it'll be so much easier to look at what's left and say yes or no. You know what I mean? For instance, there's a lot of things on the shelves that have proper homes in the house. They do not need to be in this home decor room. So I need to do that. And all those wreaths, when Ernie takes care of the attic, I'm going to hang all the wreaths in the attic. So they don't need to be hung on the wall in here. My goal is to completely empty this room of everything. So we're going to do another declutter video. It's going to be the next video. It's going to be I'm going to finish this with you guys, okay? From start to finish. I want you guys to see the process and how I'm doing this, because I want a completed home, and I don't want to be left with, my home is not complete type thing. So that's where I'm feeling. I feel like I'm never upstairs, so I kind of leave it on the back burner, but it doesn't matter, because every time I have guests that come and stay or, go and hang out up there, I'm ashamed that my house is not finished up there. You know what I mean? While it's fine to decorate your home with things that you already have, that's great. But I've been there, done that. I want a home that's completely done the way I want it done. And so I've decided that is what I'm going to do. And so I've got a lot of pictures that have been sitting on the floor in this room since we moved in, and they need to be hung up. I have a lot of things that have homes that's in here. I was dancing. I was feeling good. I was proud of myself. I have a lot of things in here have a home, and my goal is whatever, I'm not going to put out, then I'm going to keep the things that I really, really love, and I'm going to wait until I'm done doing all the rooms, and then whatever's left I'm going to get rid of, and that's that. So I don't want to have home decor. I don't want to have this huge, I don't want to allow this clutter. So it's going to take me a few times. I'm going to have to, go through the closet one more time, even though I got rid of a lot, but I'm really going to have to go through it. I'm going to have to go through Ernie was going to build me shelves in the guest room closet, so that I have proper linen storage in there. So I got to go through that again. Although, you'll see that I make it work, and I do have a lot of things in there, like the pillows take up a lot. Not the decorative pillows, but the sleeping pillows. I like to leave extra pillows for guests so that, they can switch them out. And so those take up a lot of room. I don't have a linen closet downstairs, so it kind of acts as my linen closet. My guest room closet does. So Ernie said he was going to build me shelves in there. So when you open the doors to the left and to the right, there's probably, like 2 feet on either side that will house a lot of things very nicely. So once he does that, I'll be able to get all that stuff, in a normal, uncluttered looking fashion. And, again, the attic is going to play a big role in storage. For instance, I have the air mattress in that closet, which it's fine in there. It's fine in there. But so this is going to take maybe 2 or 3 videos to get through. Maybe more. I don't know. It all depends on how much I'm able to accomplish, each time I work on it. So that is what the next few videos is going to be, just so you know. We're going to get this done. I'm going to get this done. And my goal is, by the time I'm done with this decluttering of all of this stuff, I'm going to have a plan for this room and a plan for the loft. So you make sure your bell notifications are turned on. You're not going to want to miss that.
Okay, let me show you where we're at. Much different, right? Than the way it looked before. So awesome. So I want to explain to you why there's still decor here that doesn't belong here and all of that. Because, I mean, I pulled everything off of here that I think I don't want to keep, or I know I don't want to keep. There still might be more. I'm out of breath. Oh, I've been running up and down the stairs, but I'm gonna leave this here until Ernie does the attic thing, and then I can pull the tubs out, but I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, here's my sweaty, hot mess self that I always tell you guys about. This is a lot of work, but I'm going to show you the disaster that I have. I'm going to show you how I deal with this kind of disaster. So the first step is getting everything out of that room that I did not want to leave in there. That's step number one. That's probably the hardest part of all of it. So if it's not in here, I don't want it. And there still might be more, which I won't know. My plan is when Ernie puts the walls up in the attic, I can pull all my tubs out. And I can't possibly do that with this disaster. Pull all the tubs out, and I know I have some empty tubs in there, and I'm going to do seasonal. I want to get that attic solidified so that it's super organized and labeled. I don't feel like I need to have a home decor room. I think I should have home decor tubs, and that would free up this room to do some fun stuff in. So that is what I'm working on. That is what I'm working on. So we're working towards that goal. My daughter-in-law is coming over after the baby's nap. She's gonna go through all of this stuff I'm gonna show you right now and decide what she wants to take home with her and get it out of my house. Anything else that she doesn't want, I'm going to either sell or give away to my neighbor. I'll have her come over and see what she wants. You know, I'm hoping that my daughter-in-law takes a good majority of it. And then what doesn't get sold or taken, I'm gonna donate. And that's that. I'm just not putting it back in my home decor room. And let me show you what the mess is that we have going on and what my plans are to solidify all of it. When you get overwhelmed, you need a plan. I've got a plan. Starting right outside the room everything was in, we are completely full. It's actually ridiculous, and I'm keeping those pillows there. I'm gonna put them on the sofa, but I have stuff over on that chair. I've just got stuff everywhere, a rug and everything. So she's coming over. I'm gonna let her go through everything. It's a complete disaster. She will take what she wants to take, and then I can decide what how I'm gonna move forward with everything. But I can't even take pictures of stuff to sell it right now because, oh my gosh, I've got lampshade, I got so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Okay, I have this bedding, which came off of my bed, but that room's good, it's good. I just need to get all of this stuff folded, vacuum packed, and put in the closet, but I'm not gonna worry about that right now. This is not my concern. This can be done later, tomorrow maybe. This is the area that is the most overwhelming for me. When I look in here, oh, and when Ernie comes home this weekend, I'm going to have him take all of these family photos, which I haven't hung up yet because we have more grandkids, but it doesn't matter. These are still memories. I'm gonna have him create my gallery wall. I got some trash here, and that bowl needs to go in the garage. This needs to go in my cleaning closet. It's like all my labels for seasonings. My Anna Maria pillow was up here. I think I moved it up here at Christmas time. I need to take that downstairs. I have some books that need to go downstairs. Lots of cloth napkins, so I need to take those downstairs. And these are left over from my project for the shells, when I did the decoupage shells for all the places we've been. I'm gonna put those in my coffee bar to use in my cute little napkin holder that I got when we were in St. Augustine a couple weeks ago. So I have those. So this all goes downstairs. It's super easy to get overwhelmed when you're in a project like this. And the beauty of this is, for me, is that this is my second story. So I can work on it as I need to. I don't have to be up here working on it the whole time. Like I said, my main goal was to get that room emptied of everything. And like I said, still some more items may come out of there. Well, everything's coming out of there, whether it be to donate, because I need to think about it, where I think I can think with the fresher brain now that it's not so cluttered. The thing is I just have too much stuff in my life, and I need to just get rid of it. Well, here we are. This is everything left after my daughter-in-law and my neighbor came. it's all going to be donated. She's actually taking this rug I need to take to her, but everything else I am going to donate. All of it. It's all going bye-bye. And then I gotta go work in the guest room. This is okay though. This is just, the kids are disorganized. They get in here and play hide and go seek. This is normally very tidy. It's got all the bedding for the air mattress. Our coats, extra coats are hung up here. Extra pillows I like to keep for guests in case, you know, they don't like the ones that are on the bed. They can switch them out, you know, and all the extra bedding for this bed. So this room, I know it looks a mess right now, but it's just hide and go seek, the kids. But I need to, oh, I found the pillowcases in that tub that go with this. So now I can take off those gray floral ones and put them away. And I'm gonna solidify all of this. So you guys are gonna see this come together, but I think I'm gonna change that out. I'm in my comfy cozies. Oh, we're supposed to have bad weather on Sunday. I'm not excited about it. My kids are gonna be in Mexico, so I don't have to worry about them. They won't be here. Ernie leaves at like 1 on Sunday, and it's a nocturnal storm, or nocturnal storms. So if we get tornadoes, it's gonna be at night, which are the worst. And so I've been, that's why it took me a couple days. I've been in like, I've been nervous. So I'm a little nervous about Sunday. Only because Ryan Hall has been talking about it every single day. And he normally only goes uploads 1 video a week, sometimes 2. And when he's serious about something, he uploads every single day, and he's uploaded every single day about this storm. So now that it's Thursday and we are closer to Sunday, I'm really anxious for today's video because I'm really hoping it's not as bad as he's been saying it's gonna be.
Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want, I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you I've been waiting for, I better make you worth my time. So don't you pay them any mind, close your eyes, follow the sound.
I'm so glad they didn't take this. I was in such a decluttering frenzy. I don't want to get rid of this one. I love it.
Take it all, I'll give you what you need. If you stay with me, I'll love you in the dark. So shine on, don't lose your spark. Show me what you got. Let your colors burn. Let your colors burn now. Let your colors burn now. I'll let you in the dark. I'm waiting in the dark, where I can see you so clear. All we got is here and now. So give it all you got. Don't you pay them any
We're gonna take this to my daughter-in-law tomorrow, but this is all that's left, and now you can see better. So much better than what I had in the loft before. I might actually keep those, just if they're extra cushions for the chairs, the rockers. I have a tub downstairs for that stuff, so anyways, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so accomplished right now. Anyways, we will take this all downstairs, Ernie and I. I actually threw all the soft stuff down there. I just tossed all that down there so that I can load my car up with it. Maybe I'll get that taken to the thrift store today. But it's empty now. I'm so excited. I want to make some changes in here. So we've always had the sofa facing the French doors because the sofa that we had before would not fit this way, because my idea was to always have 2 chairs facing the sofa and the sofa facing the TV for conversation. These chairs are bomb, and they completely spin all the way around. Don't worry, everything's gonna be tied up into a nice, neat little bow at the end of this video. I promise you. I am
Well,
determined.
everything will be tied up in a nice, neat little bow when I'm done with this series of getting everything ready, but it's going to look better and better each time. I think I accomplished a lot as far as the decluttering went, and I did get all those pillows put into my car. I did not get them to the donation center the day got away from me, but they are in the car and no longer in my home, so that's a good sign. Also, it might be a good thing that I didn't take him, because I'm going to talk to Ernie and see how he feels about having a garage sale next weekend. Maybe the weather will cooperate. It's not going to this weekend, so it's out of the question for sure. But maybe, I don't know, I'm going to have him look at everything and see what he thinks, about a garage sale or just donating. But you know what, if I can get a little bit of money out of it, why not, right? Why not make some of my money back? I really want to get this loft done. I do. The curtains, I hate them. The rug, I hate them. I mean, I hate it. It's from the home in California, and that was a completely different style. Like I said, and I'm going to talk to you guys about this coming up here in a little bit, but it's really just making do with the items. And Ernie loves that artwork, and it was his idea to mimic the artwork in the shelves on either side of the window, and I don't like that. That's not my thing, but it's his room. But he's going to let me do my thing in there. So, it's all going to change. I'm not getting rid of anything. I'm going to keep everything that he chose for in there. I'm just going to make it better. So anyways, so I'm moving it around. I'm just playing with the furniture, you guys. I'm not leaving anything. It's a really hard room. I'm going to talk to you guys about this. I'm going to show you in a minute. This looks like it should be an easy room. We don't have that TV, on a cable box or anything. So we can move that TV anywhere we want. And so, I'm going to talk to Ernie about that, see what he thinks. I don't want it on the wall directly across from the window because that makes no sense. It could go on the wall where we wanted to do the bar. There's lots of different options. We just have to re-envision it. So just know that you're going to see it. I've changed it again, and you'll see that coming up here in a minute. So now we're in the bedroom. This is, the kids playing hide and go seek. And of course, I tossed all my bedding that I took off my winter bedding. And that's another thing that I'm going to change. I'm definitely going to solidify my bedding. I'm not going to do the seasonal changes, just my sheets. Once I get my bed the way I want my bed, and the curtains the way I want my curtains and all of that, that's going to be my bedroom. I'm not going to do the seasonal bedding change anymore. So a lot of this may go bye-bye too. Like I said, it's going to be a series. The decluttering thing is real, and I just need it all out of my life. I need it all gone. So I can't anymore. I just can't. YouTube plays a big part in why I have a lot of home decor, and it's ridiculous, and I just don't want to do it anymore. So I want my home designed well, decorated well, and the way it is going to be, and I'm just going to add seasonal touches. So this hoarding of home decor is super unnecessary. I'm a home decor hoarder, not just because of YouTube. I've always done that, but the amount of home decor that I have now versus what I've had before is just absolutely insane and uncalled for. So I'm not doing that anymore. Just not. And so anyways, we're going to get it all decluttered. I promise you, by the time this series is done, I'm going to walk you guys through the house. I'm going to show you. You're going to watch. You're going to do it with me. So you're going to see that my home is completely decluttered of unnecessary items. And that is my goal. My goal is every video is going to be this series until it's completely done. I'm not going to do anything else until this is done because I need to, and for my own sanity, I need to, and that's it, So hopefully you guys are here for it. Hopefully you guys, are. I've been looking for a basket while the camera's pointing at it for the other table for the lamp. I was hoping I'd find one at Home Goods because that's where I got this one because I love that look of the lamp sitting in the basket. It just adds because it's a white lamp on a white table. I love it. But I haven't been able to find it, so I'm going to move that, and I'm going to put it over. You'll see. I make some changes to the decor in here, get the bed all remade. I talked to you guys about that too. As far as this room goes, it's done. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I think there's a couple of things that I might want to do in here. Maybe paint another color. I'm not really sure. Maybe put a color on the walls, you know. But as far as home decor, I need to paint this chair. I bought the paint already for it, and I didn't get to it before winter, and it was too cold. And so now that it's, you know, warmed up, on a day where there's no rain, I need to take it downstairs and give it a new coat of paint. I had moved that yellow ginger jar in there, and I didn't like it, and it's too crowded over here. So I'm just gonna mess around with the decor. I'm gonna change the lampshade out. I end up taking the wreath completely off of this mirror because I just felt like it was too much. It was too cluttered for me, and I needed to mellow it out. So that's what I end up doing. I had this girlfriend years ago, and she was a single mom. She had a cute little place overlooking the San Diego airport, and she had started cutting out magazines. She would cut out pictures of rooms that she really loved. So she would find something that she really wanted for, like, her living room, for instance, and she would cut that out and she would hang it on the wall. And she would collect items in that picture. And when she had everything collected, she would do the painting, the, bookshelves, the whatever, all of that stuff. And she would have the rooms, really well designed and put together, and I loved it. So I think that's what Ernie and I are going to do, but not with a picture hanging on the wall. But I think we're going to go through some and see if we're on the same page as far as the loft goes and the bunk room. So anyways, I feel really good today. I feel so accomplished. It's amazing.
I think that looks way better. I love it without the wreath. I'm not as cluttered. I usually, in the basket, will put a couple of waters and that kind of stuff in here, so I like it. I removed the vase over here, added a pillow and a blanket, and just cozied up the bed. The day before they come, I will strip the bed and wash the sheets. I'll throw the comforter in the dryer just to fluff it up, but for now it's good. I don't want to wash the sheets again because I may have a grandson or two spend the night before they get here, so it looks good. I like it. Okay, so here's my mess, what I'm left with, and I need to put the cowhide back, and these are crib sheets that need to go downstairs, but I changed it around again. I hate it. I want all new furniture for up here, is what I want. It's an odd room. I know you guys can't pick it up on camera. This wall juts out, and it does not match up with the edge of that one. That one doesn't edge up with this one. So there's like this weird little area. So your furniture has to be like all in here. Ideally, I would like a small sectional for here, like that maybe came to right here. Just a little small sectional. Put the chairs back in the corners over here, or maybe one over here and one over here again. Set a nice big ottoman in here. But this is an area of the house that I'm really gonna have to think about before I make any decisions. I'm trying to work with furniture that I already owned, and I'm trying to make it fit in a space. And that is not how you do design. And that's why I'm having so much trouble. The walls, the art, the decor, that's not an issue for me. Furniture is an issue. So I've been working on this all day with little breaks here and there and doing other things that I needed to get done. Now I need to take a shower, have my afternoon coffee. I need to drink some water. I haven't drank water all day, and revisit this space tomorrow, because the last thing I want to do is bring anything else into this home that I am not going to use. This stuff is all out of my life. I honestly may not even donate it. I might try and have like garage sale in a couple weeks, actually. Maybe I'll get it all down into the garage and try and see if I can make some cash off of it. That might work, you know. I hate Facebook Marketplace because people message you, is this still available? And then they don't message you back. So I might just do a little garage sale, and if I make $50 off of it, that's $50, right? And then it'll free me up to do even more decluttering once all of this is gone, because it's too hard to think about decluttering. Look at me talking about my glasses were fogging up. it's too hard to think about decluttering more until I have this disaster out. But Ernie and I will figure out this loft. We'll come up with a design, and I think once we come up with a design, we solidify a design for up here, you know, all of that, it'll make it much easier. So until then, I'm not going to make any decisions. I'm just going to kind of leave it the way it is. I need to empty the room. This is what I need to do. And this carpet is throwing me off big time. The curtains are throwing me off. I need to get everything off the walls. I need to start with a blank slate. That is probably the most important thing to doing any kind of home design. Anyways, we'll see how all that goes. But in the meantime, I'm getting this house decluttered. I'm getting the upstairs solidified. I'm feeling really good about it so far. We'll get it done. We will get it done. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.